I've seen some videos with you in presence of people, and it's hard to experience anything else than love in your presence. And it seems like when we are love ourselves and have open hearts, there's no room for anything else from people in front of us to project. Is that right? Because you seem to experience love abundantly.
You come to a place of recognition that you yourself are love, made manifest. You are love. There is nothing about you that is not lovable, in truth, except our idea we have of ourselves. The idea we have of ourselves is not truly what we are, but is what we begin to operate from this projection, this idea that we have, that we believe in, and we believe that idea into existence. Spirituality, if it has any meaning, is only to come back to the recognition of what is timeless and what is constantly true in ourselves. And as that recognition happens, deepens, matures, what shines out of it, the perfume arising out of this discovery, is love. It's not love as a task, like I need to love you. It is you are unable to not love. You see?
It's our essence.
Yes, you see from love, and what you see, you can see beyond the surfaces, the surface appearance in others, because you know deep that the same love that you have found in your own being is the same love that is in that being. It is something that is not even that you are telling yourself this, it's that you come to see this and to understand this. And that's not to say you must walk around hugging everyone, because someone asks, just recently they asked, do you love everybody? And I said, yes, but not personally. You see?
Interesting
because
distinction.
some people, I love them as the essence, but maybe I don't enjoy their fragrance. And by fragrance I mean the way in which their conditioning is believed in, and they think themselves to be their projections. And this is not beautiful. So it will be false for me to say, yes, I love everybody from this place, from the person they take themselves to be. What we love and what I feel clearly that is lovable in all of us is the essence, the being, the presence in us. This is the one. And this is the divinity within ourselves. And this is the real attracting power that we have.
Confronted to a certain type of person, it's like it could be what could be irritating. How do you so you're being love, sending them love? How do you deal with difficult situations? What difficult situation could be, or what is your recommendation when we're facing a lawsuit, when we're facing divorce, when we're facing those things that definitely challenges our love?
Yeah. First thing, don't panic. First thing, don't panic. Of course, maybe a reaction to panic happened in us, but don't follow behind it. Be aware of that, but keep quiet in yourself. If you are someone who find that you have an attraction for discovering what is true, then tremendous forces are here to serve you. That's the first thing. If you're out to deceive people, these forces will not support you. But if your heart is really in the right place, if you really are functioning from love, from openness, from a desire to be in a kind of unitive being, and not to be dividing, then tremendous power will come for you. Don't panic.
But at the same time, it's that same thing that challenges your trust. It's that same thing that all of a sudden it's like lawsuit, divorce, or whatever. It challenges that exact same essence that.
No, it really doesn't.
No.
Yeah, it really does not challenge. We believe it challenges you. We believe that it challenges you. It doesn't really challenge. Nothing can challenge your being, but you must hold on to your being. This is the important thing. What happens is that we panic and our mind go into fragmentation. Your energy gets dissipated. And because you believe in that reaction, you're holding on to the reaction, you're missing actually the grace that is present in service of the truth. Again, when we take things personally too much, then our eyes are blind to the powers that are really working with you We panic and we go to for lesser help. You're relying on external support. You're looking in this way. Learn to be quiet, and to trust, because it does bear fruit. What I'm speaking is not just mumbo jumbo stuff. When you're quiet within yourself first and you're trusting that, wait a minute, there is no real accidents in the way that we often think, that everything is chaotic and it's just waiting to go wrong. That's not really how the world is. It can be how the world seems to be when you're living it based upon a very limited idea of who you are and what the world is. But as you come to discover more from the place of learning to observe rather than just to react, so you can include the reactions and the actions and interactions that are playing in front of your power to observe them. Observing is already a good place. Observing and remaining as neutral as you can be. Learn this, to observe without just judging and identifying with what you see. Through just this simple advice, tremendous space comes. A deeper sense of peace and stability begins to emerge and to show itself inside your heart, And like this, you come intuitively and instinctively to know and to come to a place of conviction that sometimes you cannot explain how. It just arises inside your being. A kind of confidence comes. But no arrogance, just a confidence and that arises out of trust. And then you begin to feel that somehow words are put in your mouths to speak, and they have a new authority, a freshness about them. They're not coming from anger, they're not coming from judgment, they're not coming from fear. We have to make a little effort here to hold back from the tendency to rush into reactions. That's the old mind that comes from the past. But to learn to be quiet, learn to be quiet. I will not say it enough. Just learn to be quiet with yourself. Of course, the tendency is to rush and to kind of scratch your head and to think, oh no, what should I do? And to ask for 100 advice and so on. But be quiet with yourself and to be trusting, and know this deep inside your heart, that you do not have a natural single enemy in the entire universe. This universe is not out to get you or to hurt you. When we feel life in this way, this is a kind of a construction that takes place in our mind. We have cultivated a sort of negativity of attitude and thinking, and then we bring that into being by believing in it, you see? But naturally, you don't have anything that's really out to get you or to hurt you. Of course, there is a natural law that one day this body will fall. And if you follow your own heart, you will not be afraid. You will come also to an intuitive conviction that this is not the end of you. The passing of this is not the end of you. You see? And I am very much happy to share this discovery and to remind the people that, as I said before, sometimes the people don't remind the world that it is suffering. Remind the world that it is free and that it is happy. Because there's enough people trying to remind you that you should be miserable, that you should watch out, be careful, watch what you do, they're coming to get you. This message is not original to you. What we should be reminding ourselves is our divine heritage, that we are not, if you are a believing person, then you will see that you are a child of God. You will know this. You're not the stepchild of God, okay? You're not sort of like an orphan, but you are the direct expression of the Supreme. You'll know this without arrogance, and great peace will come into your heart, and a new confidence to meet life with openness and freshness.
So it's in each of us in our own ways to also share that and be that with people around us, and trust that they will also through us live that and be that and more becoming that.
Well, we have no control over how others behave and what they do.
Yeah.
What you can do is to make sure, check in with your own heart, that somehow there's an integrity in how mm, how you use your mind, you know, that you somehow feel right in your heart with what you do. And then it doesn't really matter if people misrepresent you or misunderstand. It doesn't matter so deeply because you begin with you. Don't begin with others. Begin with your own self. It's not selfish. In fact, it's very unselfish. First, you clean your own garden, and then you can help other gardens to develop or something like this. Sometimes we are too much, sometimes in our haste to help other people. Sometimes we are avoiding our own dharma. You know, when you are in your own heart at peace with yourself, your very presence is a great offering in this world, because people sometimes are inspired by you from a distance that you will not have any direct knowledge about it, you see. But as you go along your way, then a garden will grow. It's not just that you have to go out there building, demonstrating, trying to campaign for anything. You'll be like the Buddha, which you are, in fact, in realizing your own self. Then love shines out from this. It's like you walk in an aura of love and presence. And in these times also, it's rare to meet someone who is at peace with themselves. And don't be mistaken, when you meet someone who is at peace with themselves, you can't avoid to see it. It has a deep impact on on your environment, you know.
So how do you check with your heart? How does it physically come into place? Do you have some practices, or do you put your hands on your heart, or you put your hands in prayer?
Well,
how do you condition yourself, or what practice?
As I said before, I got rid of the idea that I am separate from the heart.
Right. I'm catching up.
First, you get rid of this idea because it's not original to you. We learned this. You and the heart, they are synonymous. They are identical. They're one. You're one. In fact, I is heart. I don't mean by heart an emotional center. I mean heart meaning the oneness of being, the very source itself. We have really accumulated a lot of burdens due to wrong identification and wrong knowledge. You see? And so we have to be reminded over and over again that we are not who we think we are. And also alongside this, also we're reminded also through the practice of self-inquiry and so on, that whatever is arising for you, whatever you talk about in your life, it's only a phenomenon. It's not you. It's an appearance in you. Everything, including your family, your beliefs, your intention, your possessions, all of this comes and goes. All of them depend upon your perception of them. Otherwise, they have no way of registering their existence. It's only to you. You are the crucial element in it. You're the one who sees, who tastes, and who experiences, who shares. Find out who you are. Don't keep finding out what you're seeing. Find out what is doing the seeing. Who are you who sees? Can the seer be seen? You say, try it out. And this is really putting a mirror in front of the beingness itself. At first, you know, life can seem like we're looking through a sheet of glass. And so you're looking at it like through a window. And everything is on the other side of this window. And you're looking at it. But as your own spiritual consciousness opens up, the mirror, the glass comes more like a mirror. And everything outside is reflecting back onto yourself. You know, who are you who is seeing? Who is the one who is seeing? This might seem a bit naive and oversimplistic as an advice, but it works because we are constantly looking elsewhere, outward, other, but the one who looks needs to be looked for. Who is it? Suspend all your judgments, all your procrastinations about it, and really dive into the living discovery. Who or what is it that's doing the looking? Focus on this, contemplate this, and beautiful things will happen. Beautiful things will happen. A clearing out of the house, an inner spring cleaning will happen, and more space will appear in you, more silence, more intuitive sharpness. All of this will come.
So it is in silence and in creating more space inside of us that we become more of ourselves in manifestation.
More find out. Yes, just simple thing, find out who you are. Because when you say we must create more space, we're assuming who are we who will do it, is my question, see. Just look at this question. There's no cynicism in this question, but who are you? Identify yourself. Who are you who must make more space? It is still a you that is based upon your conditioning of thinking that you are a person and you're this type of person trying to have an effect on those kind of people. And it is wrong, it's at fault, so it will not work. I try to take you beyond all of this, beyond all your ideas about other people and about your own self, who you think you are. When we say I, it is referring to consciousness. And that consciousness is actually imageless in itself. Just like you can see your body, you can even see your mind in the form of thoughts and so on. But you who see the body and the mind, can you be seen? What are you made of? What is there that is able to perceive both the body, the senses, the mind, the world, beliefs, all of these things, even memory, in which the idea of ourself is kept, something which is even memory, which is the intellect. You can say, my memory is not as good as it used to be. Who observes this, you see? See if that one can be observed. It seems sometimes like a little bit of a paradox and a strangeness about this, but don't think about it so much. Simply move into the question, find out. You know that somehow you're seeing. Don't hold on to any image or idea about yourself, because this is one of the big mistakes we make. We already are carrying so many ideas about ourselves. Can you leave them aside for one moment and don't hold on to any idea about yourself? Suspend all your ideas, all your intention, all your learning, and something is left there. Be there in that. That is very important. That is your own Buddha nature. This is your own Christ consciousness. That is your Shiva being. This is your own sagehood. That which cannot be described. It's not a man or a woman. It has no nationality. It has no birth signs. All these came after, and these are pertaining to the body. But something is earlier than all of these. And it's here. It has nowhere else to go. It cannot move about. Other things are moving about in it, but the awareness self cannot move about.